Number one, Napheesa Collier absolutely hooked Angel Reese's ass last night. 8 of 13, 61.5%.
Just when you thought Angel Reese's preseason couldn't get any worse? Napheesa Collier shows up with a brutal reality check and wipes the floor with Angel Reese. It is almost like she's tidying up for the playoffs.
Team with Napheesa Collier, she did win MVP of the league. As you guys know, I'm a huge fan of her game. I think she's fantastic. I don't think that she gets all the praise that she should, but
If Angel thought this was going to be a friendly preseason exhibition, boy, she had never been so wrong in her life before, because Collier came to cook and Angel got sauteed in front of a live audience. So what went wrong for Angel? And how exactly did she end up in this dumpster fire?
First time in a long time Fee Collier actually kinda cooked.
It was Minnesota Lynx versus Chicago Sky, and it looked like a solid matchup on paper, but on the court, it quickly turned into a masterclass in professional basketball versus influencer ball. Collier, the seasoned vet and two-way weapon, made it her personal mission to turn Angel Reese into a preseason afterthought, and let's just say, her mission was swiftly accomplished.
She scored 26 in 26 minutes on their ass. Wow, are you kidding me? So let's scroll down here. I don't want to give away the farm, but Angel was 2 of 8 from the field. 2 of 8 from the field. 4 rebounds, 6 assists, 10 points.
Angel Reese got held to just 3 rebounds and 10 points in 25 minutes of play. That's not a stat line, that's a polite tap on the wrist. This is the same Angel Reese who proclaimed herself the rebounding queen, who talks about double-doubles like they're her birthright, who once said she's not used to losing. Well, Napheesa Collier just handed her a giant slice of humble pie, and guess what? It wasn't even hot.
Fourth quarter. The lob down
Oh,
low.
no.
Reese doesn't get it.
Oh. Wait a second.
Fourth quarter.
You want to know what's worse than losing a game? Getting exposed. And that's exactly what happened. Angel came into this matchup with all the confidence in the world. Pre-game social media flexes, subtle digs at doubters, and that familiar "I'm her" energy. But when it came time to back it up, she didn't just fall short, she completely vanished from the game.
Angel Reese on Saturday, when I watched it on the playback yesterday, I saw frustration in her. I know it's early, I know it's preseason.
In the second quarter, Reese tried not once, not twice, but 3 separate times to establish position in the post. You could see her trying to muscle in, doing that classic "I'm gonna seal you off" move she perfected in college. The problem, this wasn't college. This was Napheesa Collier, a player who doesn't get moved by hype or weak shoulder bumps.
40% from 3 last season. Reese picks up the dribble, misses the shot, does not get her. Atkins, 2-time All-Star. Oh, V at the lane, open up in the seat. And here is Van Lift putting it on the deck, finding Reese. Reese in traffic.
Each time Angel tried to post up, Collier did what pros do. She denied the entry pass, played with her EAT, and forced Reese farther and farther from the basket. When Reese finally did touch the ball, she was so far off balance she launched a shot that didn't just miss. It clanked like a trash can lid.
But you know what I love watching? I love watching her highlights of missing shots. She's got to be the worst shooter you've met in your...
And this isn't just about one bad game. It's about a pattern, a glaring, flashing, neon-colored pattern. Angel Reese, for all the social media buzz, hasn't looked ready for the league's pace, physicality, or IQ. She's stat padding in garbage time, collecting points when the game's already lost, and ducking behind highlight edits to hide her incompetence.
Angel Reese had no rebounds in the first 10 minutes of this game that she played. In her first 10 minutes, she didn't have one single rebound. She finished the game with 3 rebounds. This was arguably the worst game I've ever seen Angel Reese play.
And then you have Napheesa Collier, a quiet, focused, and deadly veteran. She plays both ends of the floor. She makes smart reads. She doesn't need to chirp online because her game is the message. And against Angel, her message was brutally honest.
Look at these stats. This was some first quarter action. 5 points, 4 assists, 1 steal, 1 for 4 from the field. Missed drive layup. Missed 6 foot. Leading taking 2. Missed drive. Lead taking layup. It's going to be another one of those years, folks. It's going to be another one of those years, and her fan base is not going to be happy.
You could see the difference between these two forces immediately. Collier was reading the floor like a seasoned chess master, while Angel was playing Candyland. The Lynx were running structured sets, and the Sky looked like they were trying to freestyle their way out of a straitjacket. And guess who was caught up in all that chaos? Yep, the Bayou Barbie.
It was arguably the worst I've ever seen her play, because she looks like she's so confused. She looks like a deer in headlights. She looks like she doesn't know what to do.
And here's a stat that'll make you wince. For all her talk about dominating the boards, Reese's 3 rebounds were fewer than any other starting forward that night. Even guards were pulling down more rebounds. Meanwhile, Collier was doing everything: rebounding, scoring, leading, and communicating. Collier never looked like she was getting outmatched by Angel or her team, and that's saying something.
Honestly, she took it to Angel. She cooked Angel, and Angel, like I said, looked extremely frustrated.
Here's the difference between these two. Angel Reese wants to appear like the face of the league. Napheesa Collier, on the other hand, just plays like it. And while all this is happening, let's not pretend Caitlin Clark's name isn't hanging over every single game Angel Reese plays. Because, like it or not, the Angel had been relentless in overshadowing Clark, but she's not even close in reality.
This out right here, Caitlin Clark coming down the court. Yeah, she's going to dribble, and then she's going to pull up for a long 3. Bang. Right there. Beautiful three-pointer. Caitlin Clark already in mid-season form on the three-point.
Clark has come into the league like a freight train with a purpose. She's facilitating, scoring from ridiculous distances, selling out arenas, and somehow managing to elevate her teammates in the process.
Caitlin Clark, in 23 minutes of play, 13 points, 6 rebounds, 7 assists. In 23 minutes, Caitlin Clark already shows all of us who are watching along, stay tuned, folks. Multiple triple-doubles are coming this season. You guys saw what I did in 23 minutes. Wait until I'm playing 30 plus.
Clark is still a rookie, but she's moving like a 10-year vet with a master plan. Meanwhile, Angel's out here trying to figure out how to get a clean shot without being shoved out of the paint.
I think your Angel and your Camila Cardoso are going to have to do like a rookie year all over again. And there's a learning curve, and Angel looked frustrated. And it's going to be interesting to see how this plays out.
Let's be honest, this whole Bayou Barbie persona, it's cute and marketable. It might be Instagram friendly, but it doesn't box out defenders, nor does it finish through contact. And it sure as heck don't prevent Napheesa from putting on a defensive clinic that should be studied in coaching seminars across the country.
Let's jump on this thing. You are a basketball player. You think you're a model. You might even think you're an actress. Who knows? You might think you're a singer too. You think you're a host of a decent podcast, where if it wasn't for the fact that you played basketball, you wouldn't have one single guest come on your podcast, because nobody would give 2 flying F's about it.
And now the excuses are starting to pile up. It's just preseason. She needs time to adjust. She's still learning the system. That's all cool, except Napheesa didn't care. Caitlin Clark didn't get that memo. Camila Cardoso is already outperforming expectations, and she's on the same team. So what's Angel's excuse again?
Two, if it wasn't for those people that were talking about you, Miss Angel Reese, you would be nothing. You might be working at McDonald's or Mickey or Burger King or Taco Bell, taking my order in the drive-thru line.
At some point, the shine wears off. The brand can only carry you so far. People want production, coaches want wins, and fans, they want to see if you can back up all the talk with actual tangible scoreboard shifting basketball. And unfortunately, Angel is underperforming in every aspect of the game.
Okay, the lack of practice or fatigue from her social life is showing itself with Angel Reese. She's doing a lot of watching and slow on defense. Also not communicating. She literally stood there and watched Fee backdoor to the rim for a layup.
And Right now, Angel is building up a repertoire of games where her numbers look terrible. Her team loses and opposing forwards walk away with the W and the headlines. And don't even get me started on the defensive end. Angel looked like she was trying to defend Collier on roller skates. It was a performance that screamed, "I'm not ready," and Napheesa made sure the world heard it.
You guys can tell me what you want. I read the comments about how, oh, she had some assists. Oh, and yeah, she missed some layups. Bro, she took a 3 wide open, bricked it as expected. Let me tell you, she looked like she had no idea what to do. And I will tell you this as well. I think it translated over defensively because Napheesa Collier cooked her.
What makes this all the more ironic is the fact that Angel Reese built her whole college identity on being unstoppable as a double-double machine and an intimate rival to Caitlin Clark. She walked into the WNBA with all that heat and assumed the league would adjust to her. But it doesn't work like that. You either elevate your game or you get exposed.
So, for the first time in a long time, Fee Collier actually kind of cooked Angel Reese.
And while she's fuming about her lackluster night, Caitlin Clark is gearing up to break another record. Camila Cardozo is winning the favor of Sky fans one game at a time. And Napheesa Collier, she's probably chilling at home, sipping Gatorade, rewatching the tape like, yep, still got it.
The Chicago Sky, Caitlin Clark, like I said, 3 for 8 from three-point line, 5 for 11 from the field, 7 assists, 6 rebounds, 13 points. This was a smooth 13-7-6. She was dinking and diming and whoop.
And now imagine being Angel Reese, scrolling through social media, seeing ticket prices for Indiana Fever games hitting $3,000 while your own homecoming game had the energy of a DMV waiting room. That's not just a simple L, that's a soul-snatching L. That's the kind of loss you don't recover from with a cute selfie.
Be concerned about is that Caitlin had a decent shooting game and did a good job of running the show, and the Dream had a particularly bad shooting.
While Angel claims to be a people's player, her games are painfully empty. She boasts a loyal following on social media, and yet her fans don't seem to have her back, especially when it comes to real-life support. Caitlin Clark on the hand, her games look like Taylor Swift concerts.
Carver Hawkeye sold out 15,000 in 27 minutes. Woof. Woof. Wow.
People were lined up hours before tip-off just to get a glimpse. ESPN pulled in 1.3 million viewers for an exhibition. Not a finals, not an MVP showdown. Just Caitlin Clark showing up at her old gym and pulling up from 30. And all of this leaves Angel at a crossroads. Does she put her head down, tune out the noise, and actually develop her game to match her image? Or does she double down on the hype machine and hope no one notices the 3 for 9 shooting and 4 missed box outs? Because here's the brutal truth. You can't fake it at this level. Not against Napheesa, not in the WNBA, and certainly not with Caitlin Clark, who's raising the bar every single night. So what do you think? Can Angel bounce back in the upcoming games? Tell us in the comments, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.